Hello, dear viewer. Today I will tell the story of a character from the new update in Avatar World. She's not so easy to find, all because of one Avatar World villain who hid her costume in a magical hiding place and kept it there for many hundreds of years. But about everything in order, and let's start with the character himself. Her name is Layla, and she is one of the main characters of the game. Do you know why? One of the buildings in Avatar World belongs entirely to her. And of course, it's a pet store. Yes, you heard right. The pet store belongs to Layla, and she's in charge there. Layla loves animals very much, but most of all she likes turtles. You may have noticed that there are no turtles at all in the pet store. One day Layla instructed all her employees to find turtles for the pet store. But after searching the whole world of Avatar World, they never found a single turtle. Layla couldn't contain her emotions and yelled at one of her employees for not being able to find even one turtle. This employee was very angry, but did not show it because he had a plan for revenge on Layla. When the shopkeeper went to bed, he snuck into her house. By the way, I completely forgot to tell you. His name is Oliver. Oliver broke into Layla's house and stole her favorite turtle costume. In the morning, there was no trace of the suit and Oliver. When Layla woke up, she was just terrified of what had happened. She searched the whole house, but she never found her favorite turtle costume. Upset and at the same time very angry, Layla went to the pet store. There she met Oliver, who laughed at her very loudly. Layla immediately realized what had happened and ordered her to immediately tell her where her suit was. But Oliver, as expected, did not tell her about it. Instead, he just continued to make fun of her. And then Layla realized what had happened. Her favorite costume was hidden in this magical safe in the form of a turtle. She immediately started trying to open it by solving the riddle, but she couldn't do anything. Layla apologized to Oliver a bunch of times and asked him to return the suit, but he didn't want to do it in any way. Then she decided that she would return to the store at night with one of her employees and once again try to solve this mystery. At night, the two of them returned to the store and tried to open this lock for several hours in a row. And after more than 1,000 attempts, they succeeded. Layla put on her turtle costume again, and from that moment on was very polite to everyone. Avatar World's villain wasn't as simple as you think. Oliver was a cunning and savvy, in general, a very unusual villain. His hobby is the invention of complex puzzles and mechanisms. He not only just created caches, but also made them really confusing, using the magic and technology of the Avatar World. He wanted to become a scientist-engineer when he was in school, but due to lack of time, he could not pass the exams perfectly. Therefore, at night, when the school was completely empty, Oliver came to the classroom and studied himself. He studied the magic and secrets of the Avatar World to create his safes. By the way, one of his hiding places is the same turtle in the pet store in which he hid Layla's costume. He made it special by adding magic buttons of different colors, each of which had to be pressed not just in turn, but also at the right time. Guess what I'm talking about? Yes, it is strictly forbidden to try to open this safe at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't even ask why, it's very secret. Everyone who tried to do this disappeared from Avatar World forever. They literally disappeared into thin air in front of everyone. Oliver remains the most popular and at the same time insidious villain in Avatar World. More recently, a kindergarten has appeared in Avatar World. There are a lot of babies in it, and someone has to keep an eye on all of them. This kindergarten teacher's name is Kevin. He loves to play and take care of babies. In kindergarten, he sits right in the bedroom where the babies spend a quiet hour. Kevin doesn't just look after them. He reads them fairy tales while sitting in a rocking chair. And so, Kevin, a character from Avatar World, is not just a babysitter or kindergarten teacher. He is much more. His story in the game begins quite unusually. Kevin used to be a famous traveler in Avatar World, exploring various corners of the world. He saw wonderful landscapes, met various characters, and collected amazing stories from all over the world. But one day, while traveling around Avatar World, he came across a kindergarten where the children were full of energy, but seemed a little lonely. Kevin, whose heart has always been open to adventure, felt that his new vocation was to take care of children and share his stories with them. He decided to stay in kindergarten, where his love of adventure and stories turned into fabulous lessons for children. In the kindergarten bedroom, where Kevin spends a quiet hour, he does not just read fairy tales to children. Every story he tells is filled with adventures and wisdom that he collected in his travels. Not only pillows and blankets are stored in his rocking chair, but also an Avatar World map showing all the places he visited. In addition, Kevin has a unique hobby. He collects rare virtual plants and minerals from different parts of Avatar World and uses them to create educational games and activities for children. These games not only entertain children, but also teach them to appreciate nature and the world around them. In the evenings, when the children fall asleep, Kevin writes down his thoughts and discoveries in a special magazine, which he plans to publish one day as a guide to Avatar World for young researchers. So, Kevin has become an integral part of the kindergarten and Avatar world, mixing the wisdom of a traveler with warmth and care for children, inspiring them to their own little adventures in the safe and cozy walls of the kindergarten. At the train station in the game Avatar world, there is a clown named Jingo. With his red hair, colorful outfit, and bright red nose, he easily stands out from the crowd. Jingo is not just a clown, he is a magician of moments, able to bring a smile to the face of everyone who passes by. Jingo did not come to this virtual world by chance. He is looking for his old friend, a departed clown named Bobo, who is said to have left a trail of magic all over Avatar world. In every city where Jingo stops, he gives joy and laughter by juggling colored balls that sparkle and change colors with each throw. The secret of Jingo is that his balls are not just objects for juggling. They are also the keys to solving the mystery of Bobo. Each ball represents a memory, a story, or a feeling that they experienced together. And when Jingo skillfully throws them into the air, he is not just entertaining the audience, he is looking for clues that will lead him to the next clue on the way to his dear friend. So the next time you visit Avatar World and see Jingo, know that you are seeing not only a clown, but also an adventurer whose heart is full of love and nostalgia for the old days of fun and friendship. In the magical world of Avatar World, there is one wonderful girl named Zara, who works in a beauty salon right in a large and colorful shopping mall. Zara is not just a makeup artist, she is a real wizard of brushes and paints. When Zara was little, she loved to draw, on paper, on leaves, and even on walls when her mother wasn't looking. She could sit for hours and draw anything from beautiful flowers to funny animals. Then when she grew up, Zara realized that her real passion was to make people happy by turning their faces into amazing pictures. There is always a lot of light and joy in her salon. When someone comes to Zara, she smiles and asks, "What do you want to be today? A superhero? A princess? Maybe a magical fairy?" And then the magic begins. Zara takes her magic brushes and everything starts to shine and shimmer. Zara knows how to make makeup become a fun game. She turns her cheeks into pink clouds and her lips into bright flowers. And her palette of shadows looks like a rainbow after a summer rain. After Zara finishes her magic, people look in the mirror and smile because they see their dream reflected in their own face. And every time Zara knows that she has taken another small step towards making the world a little brighter and more fun. That's why she loves her job, because she can share her joy and beauty with others. This is a janitor named Grayson. Grayson has been working at Avatar World School for a very long time. Everyone at school knows him, both teachers and students. Grayson is already 55 years old. He has gray hair and a very thick beard. In addition to keeping the school clean, he works as an undercover security guard. Therefore, he makes a remark to everyone who makes loud noises in the corridor. Grayson wasn't always a janitor. In his youth, he was a famous researcher and alchemist who studied the secrets of the Avatar world. He could study the magical objects of this world for hours. Grayson, while at Avatar World School, not only maintained order and security, but also secretly passed on his knowledge of magic and alchemy to some selected students. He had a unique ability to sense magical talents in people. And when he discovered particularly gifted children, he conducted secret classes with them after school hours. Among Grayson's students were the future great magicians and alchemists of Avatar World. He taught them not only the basics of magic, but also the importance of secrecy, discipline, and responsibility to the power they possessed. The students loved Grayson's lessons very much because they were very interesting, and Grayson loved to teach classes.